In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a diverging stack bar chart. Now, this chart is very useful if you want to visualize survey kind of data set. I'm going to show you two methods. The first method, if you have data set on a normal data format. And also, if you have a large data set, how you need to create a diverging stack bar chart along with the slicer. Let's say in this case, we have a state slicer, region slicer, state code is a slicer. Consider I have this data set on which I have a name of football players. We have 6 category and based on this category, user rate each and every person. Here you can see we have 3 category: very weak, weak and below average. And after this we have average, strong and elite category. The first thing we need to convert this very weak, weak and below average, let's say, into a negative count. So how we can do? Simply type -1 anywhere on the sheet. Now simply click on -1, hit Ctrl C to copy. Select these 3 columns. Right click, paste special. In this case, on the paste we need to select only formula. For operations, we need to select multiply and hit OK. And this is how we convert all of the number into a negative number. Now we need to delete this -1. Now I will select all of my data sheet. Click on Insert, Recommended Chart, All Chart, Bar Chart. We need to select Stack Bar Chart and simply hit OK. Now I will move this chart on a blank area and we need to increase the width and height of this chart a little bit more. Now I will show you some formatting tips. The first thing, we cannot read these names properly, so I will right click Format X-axis. Scroll a little bit. Here you can see label options. Expand these options, and for the label position we need to select low position. The next thing, I will click any of the bar. For the gap width we need to select 20%. Hit enter. Now the last tip, we need to properly position this category. For example, this is a 0 x-axis. So first I want below average series, then weak and then very weak. Here we want average, strong and then elite. So for this I will click on my chart design, select data. The first thing, I will click below average and move this on a very top. After this we want to display weak. And after this we want to display very weak. So this will be on negative side, and then 0 we will display average, strong and elite. Now if I hit OK, our chart is look much better. The only thing, we need to properly assign a color. First I will click below average series, format, and for this I will assign a standard orange color. Then for a weak, I think orange color is much better. For very weak, I will select and assign, let's say, red fill color. You can assign whatever color you want. Okay, I think I will assign this dark red color. Now these are a step if you have a data set on a normal Excel cell. What if you have a large data set? How you can make this chart with slicer and pivot table? Now we need to create the same diverging chart with this large data set. But in this case, we can see a state, state code, region and the name. We can create a slicer based on region, state code and the state as well. But the first thing, we need to load this data into Power Query editor. We need to do a little bit of transformation and then we need to create a pivot table. I will click anywhere. We need to load this data on Power Query editor. The first thing and the challenging is, last time we have 6 category, but now we have 5 category. We need to divide the neutral column in neutral positive and neutral negative. So for this, I will right click, duplicate this column. Instead of neutral copy, I will rename this, let's say, neutral positive. And this column will be, let's say, neutral negative. The next thing, we need to divide these two columns by 2. So I will select my entire column, click on transform. I will select the standard options. we need to divide this column by 2. But in this case, I will write -2 and simply hit OK. Now neutral positive column, we also need to divide this column by +2. Now in this case, you can see we have strongly disagree and disagree column. We need to convert these column into negative value. I will select one by one standard options and simply multiply this with -1. Now the last step, we need to unpivot all of these 5 columns. So I will select strongly disagree, shift right arrow key, right click, unpivot column, and let's say for attribute I will assign options name. Instead of value I will write, let's say, total count. Now our data sheet are fully ready. I will click file, close and load to. We need to load this data on pivot table report on a new worksheet and simply hit OK. Now the first thing, I will simply move name on rows area, options name on column area, and now I will simply move total count on values area. Now our pivot table is ready for a chart. I will click pivot chart, bar chart. We need to insert stack bar chart again and simply hit OK. Right click on these options name, hide alt field button on chart. Now we need to move the legend on bottom area. Click on plus button and simply move the legend on bottom area. The next thing, again click on x-axis, right click, format x-axis. Scroll a little bit, label options. In this case, for the label position, I will select low position. Now I will click any of the column. For the gap width, I will simply type 20%, hit enter. Now we need to do again the same step. First, I want to display neutral negative, then I want to display disagree, and then I want to display strongly disagree. So for this, I will move the neutral negative, click here, right click, and move this on beginning. So this is how we need to reposition our series. Now if I go to my chart, each and everything look perfect. I will assign properly color. So first I will select, let's say, neutral negative, format. We need to select the standard orange color. But in this case, for neutral positive, again I will select the same shape fill color. Now this is how we can format our chart. What if you want to create a slicer? I will click anywhere on this pivot table analyze. We need to insert slicer based on region, state and state code. Hit OK. Now if I select any of the region, our chart is dynamically updated. If I click any of the state, each and everything is totally dynamic. Instead of region and state, if you want based on state code, you can easily filter based on state code as well.